I said it in my previous videos and I'll keep on saying it. If Arsenal wants to go far in this Champions League competition, then they will need to change their tactics. Seriously, they will need to change their tactics. You know why? Arsenal qualifying for this season's Champions League is as a result of last season's hard work. Yes, we saw how Arsenal performed so well last season. Even this season, they are trying to maintain that tempo. But remember that it has been a long time since Arsenal qualified for the Champions League. And so them coming from the Premier League now to just go into the Champions League without series of experience, it will be very difficult for them. And this is exactly what they are doing, because the way they play, they think the Champions League is Premier League, which is completely not so. Champions League is a different world entirely, a completely different world. See Lens yesterday, Arsenal lost to Lens, and the media is not really saying anything about it. Very surprising, sha. But they are really focused on Manchester United losing to Galatasaray, and they have even forgotten the fact that Manchester United have been suffering since the beginning of this season. They are not in their best form at all. They are not performing well. Right from even that first Premier League game against Wolves, it was luck self that Manchester United escaped. But the media is not really talking about Arsenal losing to Lens, that is sitting 15th on the League One table. Can you imagine? So it is just that Arsenal do not really have that experience now to play in Champions League, and they are bringing the same tactics that they have been playing in Premier League. Premier League is different. It is different from Champions League. They know the way each of the Premier League teams do play. They know their best players, the pattern of play, everything that works for that Premier League team. And so Mikel Arteta will just train his team based on that. But Champions League is different. You are playing with a team that is from another league. See Lens now defeating Arsenal. Lens, a team that is not in top 10 in their league table currently. They defeated Arsenal that is on form. Arsenal went there with full squad, don't forget, and Arsenal actually scored first. So it is something that I said then in my videos. I've been saying it and I'll keep on saying it. Arsenal will not go far if they do not change their tactics. Yes, they will not go far. They will not go far until they change their tactics. That is what Mikel Arteta should do. They went there with their full squad and they still lost. They lost completely. Now Bukayo Saka is injured and they face Manchester City on Sunday. So how would they really cope? It will really affect them. No matter what, it will affect them. Saka is a star and key player in Arsenal team currently, and so him being injured now, in case he is not fit enough to play on Sunday against Manchester City, it will really affect the team. So it is the same thing that I said against Brighton. Brighton are in European competition this season, and just after one European League match, they lost 6-1 to Aston Villa. You know why? Fatigue is beginning to set in, and the fact that Brighton have not been playing in European competition is also a huge factor for them, because they don't have that experience. They don't have what it takes at the moment to be playing very well in European competition. Brighton's identity is they will bring a player that is not really known, train the player and sell it off for the bigger team, and they still want to compete with all these big team in the European competition. No, it is not done like that. And now, just after one game in the European competition, they actually lost that game. After that, they lost again to Chelsea, and now they lost 6-1, huge margin to Aston Villa, because the fatigue are setting and no idea, no experience to know how to play in the European competition. Now the only difference between Brighton and Arsenal's own is that Arsenal actually prepared for the season, in the sense that they bought players. They actually bought players for this Champions League. But what is lacking in Arsenal's team is that there is no experience. There is no experience whatsoever in that team that can play in a European competition. Okay, let's take Manchester City for instance. Manchester City have been good since, in short, after the first 2 seasons that Pep Guardiola came, Manchester City have been good for the past, let's say, 6 seasons or 7. Yet they won the Champions League just last season. Because they have been going to Champions League, going there and experiencing what it takes to win the Champions League with a coach that has won it before and all that. So it's not something that you just go there because your team is good. You just go there without experience, without a proper tactics that should defeat the tougher teams in the European competition. Manchester City, there was a time Manchester City lost to Lyon. Yes, in the semi-final, they lost to Lyon. Lyon then was a small, just like this Lens that defeated Arsenal. They lost to Lyon. They have been losing till they eventually won it last season. That is the experience that they have gathered, the experience that they have gained in the past seasons that they have been competing in that European competition, the Champions League. So that is what Arsenal need. And I don't know why the media have not really spoken about Arsenal losing to Lens, but rather focused on Manchester City's defeat to Galatasaray. Well, that one is for them, but let me know your thoughts on the videos. Please share the video, guys. Share the videos, very important. Share the video. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Comments below, guys. From Ayala Grande. Bye for now.